So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So I think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure that we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. I also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And begin to let go of attending to the environment, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation. Constraining your awareness just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time to think about the kindness of other sentient beings, the kindness of when in fact all sentient beings were one's mother, again and again over countless previous lives, but also the kindness that we receive from all other sentient beings and have done in each life, thinking that everything that we know, that we enjoy, that keeps us safe, nourishes the body, all come from the work, the kindness of others. Even one's own good qualities depend on the field of sentient beings. Seeing oneself as the recipient of such incredible kindness, one develops the wish to repay that kindness. And I think that the best way to repay that kindness is to work for the benefit of sentient beings, and to be successful in working for the benefit of sentient beings, we have to cultivate states of mind that will naturally, spontaneously support beneficial, positive, constructive actions. And we have to reduce and then ultimately eliminate the influence of those states of mind that are not beneficial or constructive, those that often, when they arise, motivate actions that cause harm to those around us. I think that's the best way to spend this time, this life, engaging in that process of inner transformation. And that motivation, Geshe-la has been teaching on in praise of dependent origination on Wednesdays. So I thought we would contemplate that topic of dependent origination in some way this morning. The teaching of dependent origination is, as Lama Yeshe says, the king of logics that proves that things do not exist inherently, do not exist from their own side, set up by their own essence, their own nature. Things do exist, but they do exist as dependent arisings, not in that solid, concrete way that we often perceive them mistakenly. So we can look at this concept by thinking of our own body. We probably think of the body as the one thing that's definitely real, definitely me, a findable, real I. But this body came into being in the womb, and from that moment began to change, evolve. And that process has never stopped. From a newborn to a toddler, a preschooler, school age child, high schooler, young adult, older adult. It's one continuous process, uninterrupted from the first moment of conception. And during that process, the body has been supported by countless causes and conditions. Every piece of food, every drink of water, perhaps medicines, medical interventions that eliminated threats to our life, our ability to access warmth when needed, to stay cool when needed. Without all of these causes and conditions, without mother and father, and their mother and father, and their mother and father, and so on, without these beginningless causes and conditions, all of the food that they also ate, all of the supportive conditions that allowed them to survive, this body wouldn't exist. And try to search for the body apart from this chain of causality, the farmers, the gardeners, the soil, the sun, the water, the earth, Bring to mind as many different examples as you can. Demonstrates all of the beginningless causes and conditions that are necessary, that are the only reason that the body was able to come into existence and be sustained. The body also appears to the mind to be one thing. This is also not accurate. The other way in which the body is a dependent arising is in relation to its parts. The body is a combination, countless parts working together. Go through in your imagination through the body, noticing if initially it does appear to the mind as one monolithic entity. but realize that, in fact, there's countless interconnected parts and systems giving rise in their totality to this perception of one body. And the third way that the body exists as a dependent arising is as the result of an act of mental labeling. So we can recognize that when we were 5 years old, we looked in the mirror and labeled my body on that set of aggregates. And now, many years later, we look in the mirror and see something that looks very, very different, and yet still label my body. If we live another 20, 30, 40 years, in each moment, even though the aggregates are different, we will label my body. People sometimes lose parts of their body And yet, before and after are still able to label my body. Try to get a sense of the role of the mind in actively creating the identity, the concept of my body. Independence upon those causes and conditions, independence upon those parts. There's this active mental process. And then see if thinking in this way helps you to soften the way that you hold your understanding of the body, your clinging to the body as truly me, and try to rest your mind in whatever insight you can generate. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. We'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in the mind, and think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war, conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.